Mfowethu, yabona if I had to choose man of the match namhlanje for i-Kaizer Chiefs versus i-Sundowns, bafowethu mina ngizochoose u-Oxy Mthetho. Lo mthetho usipanile bafowethu, wenzile umsebenzi wakhe in the midfield for i-Kaizer Chiefs. Yabona bafowethu, lo mthetho lo uwina ibhola kamnandi namhlanje. And whenever he had to pass the ball, he did that very well. His passing game bafowethu has improved. Yabona abantu bafowethu vele, if you want to find something on Oxy Mthetho, you'll find it. But if you watch the game and if you watched what was required from him in that Kaizer Chiefs midfield namhlanje, I think he did everything very well. I mean, Kaizer Chiefs had a midfield like Mthethwa, Undlovu, Nomaboy. Obviously, if you're going to have a midfield like that, Bafethu, trust me, you have to win the ball. Sundowns have to find it hard to find those penetrative passes. And Oxy Mthetho did that very well, Bafethu, especially in the second half. There was a point where Bafethu, Van Veek didn't know what to do with the ball, Bafethu, because Oxy Mthetho was on him. Bafethu, lo mchita Bafethu, it's the third game running where I've seen him being consistent for Kaizer Chiefs. I mean, I saw him against the Kruger United, the first game of the season for the Chiefs, right? He came on in the second half, did the job. Against the Sekhukhune, did the job. Even namhlanje Bafethu, he has done his job. Credit must be given to Oxy Mthetho. And Bafethu, I just wish for him to be consistent for the whole season. Because like sees Bafethu to be consistent for 3 games, then the other games also Tolagal. Hopefully he's going to be consistent for the whole season for Kaizer Chiefs. Salute to Oxy Mthetho, Bafethu.
Alright, so it ends in a 1-1 draw between Kaizer Chiefs and the Mamelodi Sundowns. This was one of the best games I have watched so far this season. I know masikhuluma ngamagame amnandi, abantu babe bacabanga ukuthi end-to-end stuff, open game, a lot of goals, and then that's how you conclude that the game was nice. But this game was balanced, man. And this game is a classic case of a tactical masterclass by both the coaches, Coach Da Cruz and Coach Miguel Cardoso. I was really concerned when I saw starting 11. I was like, yes, but the way that the Chiefs were set up, come on, dog. There's a reason why Leon couldn't do anything. There's a reason why the only outlet they had was beating offside trap, and that was Khuliso Motau. That's it. Other than that, they were really struggling to play ball. There's a reason why Van Veek had minimal opportunities. There's a reason why Matthews was very quiet with the game, because Chiefs were limiting the spaces for his Sundowns to play ball. There's one thing I loved about the defense. Every time Ebola would move to the wing, whether it was Matthews or Modiba on the left, or it was Khuliso Motau, Van Veek on the right, a fullback or a wing back, Umodi or Monyane, and one of the centre backs, they would double up on whoever had the ball on the wing, so that bangamnikeza ithuba lokuthi across and play those passes. Ngoba simbonile uKhuliso Motau ukuthi wenzeni during the week. He was able to play those passes and they were able to score. Defensively, what a performance by Kaizer Chiefs. The best I have seen in a very long time. Sundowns could have done better, but now there was not much to do because Chiefs were really sitting, absorbing the pressure and playing on the break. That was the best strategy for Kaizer Chiefs, because had they played an open game against Sundowns, one of the signs of a very good forward, a quality forward, is ukungadinga amathuba amaningi ukushaya inet. Kwavela ithuba, clear cut, isitha, shaya inet. And okuyinto siyi-Kaizer Chiefs kade besilokhu sikhala ngayo ukuthi akutholakala umuntu ozoshaya inet lapha phambili. Lange lihle phili. Not a lot of opportunities created for ama-forwards Kaizer Chiefs kule game, but when that one opportunity came, Lange lihle phili buries it. Ngenhla bhuti. Ungenhla ngani yakwethu. Hey, yabona this guy is showing some very positive signs, man. Even when he has the ball, he'll always try to take on a player. Ngimbone azama ukutake on Umdau. Umdau bafethu, the best right back in the country, possibly the continent. This guy was trying to take him on every time he had the ball. You know, and he got that nice goal courtesy of an assist, brilliant assist by Ukajeni Ndlovu. Phili mfowethu. No, Phili usazosebenza bafethu. Phili usazosebenzela kakhulu. What a signing. What a signing.
I just got back from the Calabash. Miguel Cardoso cannot beat Kaizer Chiefs. No, Cardoso cannot do it. Another draw. But I did call it earlier today and I said, no, man, I smell a draw in this fixture. Because Cardoso is trying new things, he's bringing on different players, trying different combinations, as you saw today. First up, Sundowns were in control. We were playing on transition. But another thing, did we start too defensive? Because we had a lot of defensive players on. But then if you go toe-to-toe against Sundowns, sometimes they can rip you apart. But I feel like we should have beaten Sundowns today. This was the time to beat Sundowns. The first 5 games, Sundowns is still sleeping. After 10 games, Sundowns will win the next 10 games unbeaten. And that's when Sundowns is dangerous. The middle part, Sundowns is very dangerous. Ish, man. We scored first. Monyani, that chance. And then Peterson saved it. Was it with his photo I had? I need to see the highlights because you know stadium, it's view out stadium. You view something once. If you missed it, you missed it. I saw Peterson pull a save. I thought it was with his foot. Monyani turns goal 1-0 up. Ndlovu well played for the goal. Ndlovu dangerous. Ndlovu with that. I was screaming shoot, Ndlovu shoot, but then he knew, lay it off to Peely to tuck it away, give it to him on a plate. Kaizer Chiefs, I need to apologize. No, because I am a curse. I've realized I'm a curse. Because in the derby, when I was at the Calabash, I said, when Makgopa was warming up, I was like, yo, they're going to bring Makgopa and it's going to score. Makgopa scored. Cassius, when he was running onto the pitch, I was like, I joked around people, I was like, I went like this with his dance. I was like, haha, watch him score and do this thing. Few seconds later, header 1-1. Yo, Cassius, my Lula. Damn it, pulling the equalizer. But I must say, I started to fear things when Sundowns, I think it was Mokoena and Ndlovu, Cassius, when they were there making the third man runs. I was like, hey, Sundowns was sniffing for a second goal here. But luckily we held on to the end and the match ended in a 1-1 draw. Good game, second half. But why do we fall asleep first half? But look, 2. I knew this derby would be a good one. Sorry. But yeah, so our team with the Cruise is only going to come awake in the second half. That's our tactic. But I guess we're in the rebuilding phase, so we'll give him time. Nonetheless, good results. I knew it'd be a draw.
Stubborn Mamelodi Sundowns holds Kaizer Chiefs to a draw in a not so eventful encounter which ended up in a 1-1 scoreline. Sanibona Hopuna Pila usolwazi igama. Mhlambe asiqale ngama lineup. When you look at the Mamelodi Sundowns side, you see the introduction of the likes of Obasi, you see the introductions of the likes of Grant Kekana, whom I don't think played the last game, and you also see Mkhulise starting this game. Of course, you want to have Ugranti in your back line as an experienced midfielder, as an experienced centre back. And I do believe Uguti, if Undamane wasn't injured, the preferred centre back pairing would have been Ugranti and Undamane if he was not injured. We see Johannes coming back. He's played, I believe, the last 2 games for Mamelodi Sundowns side. In the middle, you have Ayende coming back from Amagema Sewadlalile, paired up with Mkhulise as well as Obas, who's coming from an injury. I do also believe that Mokoena would have started this game. It's a high-profile game, so you do want your experienced players to be on the field of play on that day. So I think hence we see the return of Obas, who hasn't been playing because of an injury, but is an experienced player that you want to have. Up front, we see the usual 3, at least for the last 2 games we've seen from the Mamelodi Sundowns side, which is Ulioni, the main striker, Umed Yuzi, as well as Antonio van Veek, who's been starting games for Mamelodi Sundowns this season. When you look at the Kaizer Chiefs side, we see a bit of a difference with backline corner, right? We see a centre-back pairing of Umigweli as well as Umolo Isane, who debuted Namhlanje. It's a high-profile game. You want, again, experienced, players. I was not expecting though that Umolo Isane would start the game in Namhlanje, mainly because we haven't seen him Kuma games the Kaizer Chiefs. We see Ukwinika, which is a third centre back, but is being played as a left back. And then on the right, we see Umonyane starting the game. It's no surprise for me to see the likes of Omodi. For the same reason, high-profile game, you want your experienced player. So we see Omodi coming back, but now my confusion is we are playing with Ama left wingers out 3. Upili Umodi, of course, Upili can also play as the right wing, and then we also have Batman. In the last game, he played played as a number 10. So I was a bit confused because we started the game without the usual strikers, Da Silva, Ighodaro, and Uduba. While I understand why Umodi has to come back, for me, I would rather go for Uduba instead of Ulokuza Batman. If I want to go on experience, I'm picking Uduba. I'm starting Uduba over Batman. Of course, Urotriseni Mtetu, you want Urotriseni in ama matches like this. No surprise there. Mabo, no surprise. Undlovu, for me, it's a surprise because now that means Kaizer Chiefs is playing with Amasedi ML3 at the same time, right? Let's talk about the game. The game itself was a very boring first half. For me, Mamelodi Sundowns remains one of the most tactically disciplined teams, even when a game doesn't favor them. Ulihle Jafsa spoke about the different variations to their game, which we saw namhlanje. Right, in the first half, they tried breaking out on the left. When it didn't work, they tried on the right through the right back, Umudao, and then they tried in the middle. But the issue is when you are playing Kaizer Chiefs, especially this is what Kaizer Chiefs does. When I was expecting something different from Muta Cruz from last season. When they play the big teams, they overload the midfield and they make sure they make it difficult for you to function in the middle of the park. Hence, we saw less combination play. Of course, Obasi, Ushawa match fitness. For me, I feel like Oyan was playing alone in the middle, right? So what Kaizer Chiefs was doing was to overload the middle, making it hard for the Mamelodi Sundowns to be able to combine the passes in the middle of the park and be able to play. So they were constantly trying to use the flanks because they were giving them spaces, right? Kaizer Chiefs was giving them spaces on the flank, but on the right, making it difficult for them to function as a team and combine the passes. Of course, Urotriseni Mtetu for me was impressive. And then when it comes to Kaizer Chiefs, I feel like the two attackers were constantly being isolated. When you look at the zone in which Batman was playing on the half space and around the 8 zone and wanting to be a little bit on the middle, and Opili for me was playing more on the left. I feel like it looked like it was a tactical decision to keep Umodi playing deeply because Umodi was playing too deep, and then Opili would play on the left side while Batman would be on the half space, and so leaving the right wing isolated. Whenever Chiefs wanted to break in transition, Batman would be in the middle, Opili would be on the left, and then on the right it's empty. So it was constantly 3v2 with the attackers, Kaizer Chiefs being Batman and Pili, and then you have Ama centre backs and the left back from the Mamelodi Sundowns side constantly trying to defend them. So while Mamelodi Sundowns had more possession, it was made difficult for them possession to amount to anything because of the overloaded middle of the park, Kaizer Chiefs. When it comes to substitutions, I wouldn't have taken out Pili. I wouldn't have taken out because you want to bring back Ulokuza, which is led, right, as a creative player. Take out Badmani and put in Ulokuza or Uduba. Duba was the right substitution. Also, I would have started him for Nkanyak. Take out Badmani, take out Ulokuza, Umodi, because he was playing deeply. Keep Opili on the left, Fagutuba or on the right, and then Umyega Lushuzleti to play in the half spaces that Batman was playing on. For me, Umailula Mfethu is coming in very hot in the Mamelodi Sundowns team, and my only hope is that he's able to keep that momentum so that he's able to be given more game time and hopefully start games. When it comes to Ulokuza or Peterson, I feel like he was a suspect in that goal because Upumelan, but I don't want to judge him because he missed the ball when he was trying to save. I think the idea there was to come out and try to punch the ball away, but he missed it, hence a goalie by Cassius Mailula. When it comes to O'Brien Leon, he gets frustrated when he doesn't get the ball, but he doesn't get the ball because Mamelodi Sundowns has been lacking in creativity. But when you don't have your creative players like the likes of Nuno Santos, he was off last time, it made O'Brien Leon to not be in the game. Same thing for today. They didn't have the creative players in the middle of the park. I don't think Umkhulise gave anything today. I don't think Umodiba gave anything today. And we know, Guti, in the Mamelodi Sundowns, it's usually the number 10 player and Modiba who are able to feed O'Brien Leon. I feel like this video is becoming too long for my liking. But for me, who were the impressive players? Definitely Mthethwa impressed me. Undlovu understood his assignment. I think I understand why Ukochi went for that mid-3 Yamabo, because Umabo is a versatile player, can also play like, he used to play as a false 9 in the Mamelodi Sundowns team, so you can trust on him to do those box-to-box activities, but he wasn't able to execute them that well today. But in terms of the game, not very eventful, I'm not gonna lie. I think I did expect a draw from the game, and I'm trying. Let me know what you thought about this game. Who do I want to talk about? No one. Let me know what you thought about this game.
Sanibona bafethu uvana lo. Yabona kodwa igame namhlanje siyibonile sonke 1 Kaizer Chiefs 1 Mamelodi Sundowns, but ke I feel like the game lay be physical kakhulu for the two teams. Yabo each and every 3 minutes ubona umdlalo wile, umdlalo fouliwe. Yabo there were many fouls in this game and there were many calls lapho khona ubona kahle ukuthi ke yabona la bekumele kube red card. If you saw this incident yakwinika ngosikhathi ke elimaza uVan Wyk, in this incident bungasho ukuthi ke straight red, yabo bungasho ukuthi ke straight red, because if you saw the video umjida uya nge stars up ngqo emhlanje wakhe, yabo, but ke urefi uyishayinde. Same incident kubani na kuMokwena elimaza umdlalo weKaizer Chiefs, yabo. It is not a similar incident, but ke it's a red card type of incident eyenzekile lapho khona uMokwena elimaza uCheslett emhlaba with the stars up emshaya khona la, yabo, enyaweni. This is a red card offense. Both of those offenses, those were red card offenses, yabo. Then the Balir VAR isazoqhubeka, yabona nje abadlali manje angazi noma batshelene but bayalimazana these players, angazi kwenzakalini, yabo. Since nje iqalile isizini baloke nje begincana nakusasa we are going to see ezinye zeindaba ecishe ifana, baloku belimazana kanje. Akusilona ibhola elihle leli bafethu, angifunda uqoma bengithi uNdlovu ibona abazokwenza izinto ezikanje namhlanje. uNdlovu beyiphethe kahle namhlanje, he was very very good. You saw the creativity ayenzile ngosikhathi ke ikoro la ulangelihle phila, yabo. Akusilona ibhola elihle leli, iVAR ayisheshe and ke laba bazothi ukhozo block iVAR abambe boyo clean ingqondo because mhlambe ke abakwazi ukucabanga. iVAR the reason why ingakafiki bazothi abantu useyikhiphile nje uMackenzie imali ekhe show Mackenzie i-training yo-ref besafa is not for iVAR. iVAR ayakafiki kusakhishwe imali yokutrainer o-ref. We need i-budget imali yeVAR yona, yabo. Ukhozi uyi-PSL uhlukile and ke iVAR izofika noSAFA, ukhozi ayahlangana noSAFA.
Okay, bafethu, and that's it for video yanamhlanje. Kaizer Chiefs versus Mamelodi Sundowns. And to be honest, mfethu, I feel like the Chiefs were supposed to win that game there. I don't know why, but the Chiefs were supposed to win, bro. Because with Sundowns having all the possession in the world, I felt like they were not doing anything with the ball. They were just passing the ball around and doing nothing. And when the Chiefs were like they were always threatening. So I feel like the game plan was working for them. So I feel like Chiefs deserve to win. And any interview Ox it's easy to mock Ox and like Ox lose ball, but you need Ox scheme in Sakopra. You can't convince me otherwise. In my team, Ox starts. If I had a team, I'd make sure to Ox because I need someone who also win a ball. Win the ball and pass it to my player creative. I was when I just win the ball back for us. And Ox and and sometimes they are frustrated and young FNA Pirates would see this guy, it's hard to play with Ox around him. Whether it's Sundowns, the Pirates scene, it's hard for a team to play when Ox and on form. So big shout out to Ox and Fates in performance and namhlanje. And shout out for Undlovu Fates for playing kahle namhlanje Fates. And honestly, Fates game show it was indeed exciting. And to be honest, basically expecting a game to exciting because we've seen ama game Sundowns la we've seen i-Chiefs nayo ukuthi ama team wethu mfethu asahlanganisa, so ayikho team engathi mfethu is on form. So like ama team vele plus ku-Sundowns you have aboMokwena abekho, you have who's this defender between the Undamane akekho. So I wasn't expecting ama fireworks, but I was expecting mhlambe 2-1. Angazi mhlambe ku-Chiefs or Sundowns, but I was expecting ukuthi maybe one izowina Bob. So yeah, that's all I can say for igame namhlanje. Ngizokwenza part 2 manje. Anything ngifuna ukusho ukuthi I just want to apologize for not uploading video ye-Chiefs against iSikhukhune. I know you guys came for me needing no more. Now I ngaphuza i-Chiefs mayiwinile. Yo, I had my reasons ngasho ukuthi why ngakubhodanga, but angifuni kube ngathi ngama excuse mfethu. I just want to say I'm sorry and yeah, lokwenza ngcono next time.